Okay, trying it again. Tried last night and finally decided to put it on this focus system. AFF. And I got it in manual mode, so I'm going to change the oh, wrong one, to F8. Okay. And we'll see how that goes. I may have to put it at F10. All right. But it's at F8. So, oh, I got to change the to vehicles instead of animals. Okay. And I have it in crop mode. I'm trying to turn the focus on. So I tried driving last night. It wasn't working out. I was having a little problems with the autofocusing. So I went to the middle area, okay, in the center of the screen, and it's like a column, okay, top to bottom, and it's in the middle third, okay. So it's vertical, it's not horizontal. So that's what I'm doing. And I think I'll go the 281/1604 route. I got the camera level. I am not using the Rode Wireless Go mic because I'm wearing a t-shirt and it does not do well with that. I have it, but I need a shirt with collars to clip it on. T-shirt, it kept bending over with the mic folding over, and then my voice sounded garbled. So and this is a long light. There we go. So I'm also writing to the SD card. This test is also to see if the camera gets warm. Lately I've been just writing to the SD card. I've had no problems. I did experiment with the 6K60. No problem at all. It gave me vignetting on the lens because it's a crop sensor lens. And F8 may be just a little bit too bright. Oh, let's see. 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's try F13, okay? 13, lucky number. That might be not as bright. It's been overcast, but no rain, all right? So it does help a little bit, I think. But it's getting closer to 100. We're right at it. The feel like has been over 100, okay? But the actual temperature has not reached it. And I gather that from humidity and a couple other factors. And I'm also doing it at 1/50th of a shutter speed. because it was working good last night, except that okay, let's get beyond this guy. I think I stay in this lane all the way through. So I couldn't increase it to 1/60th, and I should. Huh. That's F14. That looks better, doesn't it? One-60th of the shutter speed. So they always say double. This is at 4K 30. I'm just trying it slow. I am not going to use the CF Express card, especially now when it's about an hour from lunchtime. So I did 3 separate videos last night, and the sound and the autofocus was just completely off. So an hour worth of driving, 20 minutes each on the video. No overheating, by the way, and all to the SD card. So I put it on this autofocusing, and it does much better in the daytime, okay? But I am using a third-party lens, a Sony 16mm, and it's a crop sensor lens, okay? It's an f2.8, but at f14 it should be no problem. And I am going to have to keep an eye on this camera because it's flown off the dash twice. So it is a bigger camera than the Z6II and Z7II, but smaller than the Z8. And I've had the Z8 in the car vlogs also. That's a champ. No overheating, period. Just hot card warning. On the ZF, I did get temp readings on the camera. All right, but since it's made out of metal, basically, I put a fan behind it, and that solved that problem. The temperature went away. So, all of a sudden, you start seeing these, I guess you pick one video on YouTube, and then they'll show you a whole bunch of other videos that people have been doing. And I was looking at the Ulanzi fan, but then this fan looked better because you can screw it in and it'll slide out to close the LCD screen. And if you move the LCD screen out, like a flippy, then it'll screw in and the fan will cool off the back part. It'll go flush. So that's what I like about it. And this guy in front, I'm just going to get in this lane right now. I'm just going 60 miles an hour, or 58 actually. So I've gone downtown, I've gone through Evans, New Braunfels, been driving quite a bit the last 3 days, doing the car vlogging. So I believe the stabilization is on, okay? So I'm experimenting with it on and off. show my camera store. I'm going to meet another guy there that's been commenting. He just found out I've been living in San Antonio, so we're going to meet up there. So I hope to have some content with that. And he might help me with the ZBE1 and Q3 that I've been trying to do for a while. I just keep putting it off because I'm more interested in the Z6III and the features it has. Okay? I'm not going to get behind this truck. I see a lot of things falling out. And I think it's a construction truck. Alright, that's a lot better. And I'm going to slow down to 65. It's 70 miles an hour, but there's a lot of traffic, and it looks like they're slowing down. They're doing some type of construction. And they might be paving the road. You never know. Down at 55. I think the speed limit's 60, but I'm not sure. All right, new traffic pattern. There's a vehicle to the side, so that's probably why everybody kind of slowed down. Yeah, he's carrying trash away. Here's a CHR. I would love to have a vehicle like that. That's one of the smoothest rides I ever rode in. No, it's no bells and whistles, but for crash, it's excellent. Kind of like bucket seats in the back. The windows aren't big in the back. It looks like you're in an airplane. Okay, but what's going on? So I see the 281. Yeah, it's just traffic coming on, merging. Problem. Better to be safe than walking. That's my theory. Try walking a mile. And man, give me my car. So I hope the picture quality is good. Since I've been using the SD card, folks, no overheating. So the problem I had using the CF Express card on the Z6II and Z7II and this one is giving me some trouble. This camera was freezing, so I never had that done on a Nikon before. I did have overheating where it just turned off, all right? But the camera stayed on, saying be patient. So I think either it got too warm and it was having trouble writing to the card, and it just froze, all right? So I tried to do some procedures where closing the LCD screen and went blank, so I said, okay, it shut down. Well, it didn't, so I still had to remove the battery. And it didn't record the file, all right? So I don't know if it uses the buffer to write information. That truck, that CHR, yeah. But yeah, I love the CHR, all right? They got small windows. The door is on right next to the window. I don't know if you can see it, but I was riding in either a Lyft or Uber, and the guy had it, and I fell in love with it. And then I got news that that they weren't going to make it in the country anymore. It was just going to be sold in Europe, and they're going to make it electric. And I was talking to a gal that was driving, I think Lyft, and she was a mechanic to make more money, all right? And she was telling me the things wrong with the vehicle. You know, like, well, she worked on them, all right? And she says, now think about it. They only make a certain engine for this vehicle. They have independent suspension on all wheels, so that's where you get the smooth ride. So if they make only one engine, one kind of body, all right, and you know, different parts for one vehicle, where they can't interchange the parts for the other vehicles, it all depends on how many they sell. And apparently in the United States, they didn't sell much, so they pulled out. And, you know, she made reasonable points. But I still like that car. I think it's awesome. And you know what? There's two of them, folks. A gray one and a blue one. I'll be darned. On the left, it's coming up to that white van, and I'll be going down San Pedro. It's 93 degrees out. You know, when I stopped recording last night, it was 91. So I was watching Ricky's video for the third time. He's had the camera for quite a while, different different cameras, and finally talked about it. He did talk about the overheating situation. Okay, what's going on? Okay, truck stalled, car is there. Going San Pedro this time instead of the 410 route. It's smoother, didn't have to worry about construction that much. Did have some slowdowns, but still I like to drive. No overheating, and I've been recording for 20 minutes, okay? No temperatures. I got a feeling, folks, it's the CF Express card, okay? Or the reader itself, or not, I mean the writing part, where the card gets hot, the drive gets hot, the bottom of the camera gets hot, okay, and then it freezes. I think that's the culprit. I've been writing to the SD card for 2 days now. No problem. The only time I've been turning the camera off is when I change the lenses or the battery. And they say on this adapter too that you got to turn the camera off, you know, if you're going to change the lens. So as for safety issues, so this is in crop mode, okay? How's the picture quality? So it may not be a 24.5 megapixel. It might be a 12 or 10, but the picture quality looks good. So I tried to do it in FX mode and it wouldn't focus, but the ISO I limited to 6400, okay? Just to try it out. I have used other cameras at 12,000 on up. In fact, I had it at 51,200 last night, you know, when I was changing the features on the third one. But the focus was lousy. I will say this, I was using a Sony lens, not native to this camera. All right? I'll say that right now. This is one of the first lenses they came out with. I will say that I have put F-mount lenses, manual, you know, the pre-AI and AFS and AIS and all those. I did not have to put in one data information for any of the lenses. It may not have recognized the lens, but sometimes I could use the aperture on the lens. And usually with the G and the AFS, you know, with the, I think the E, D, I didn't have to put anything in, but over here, there's a bus on the right. And it's almost lunch hour, so it's gonna slow down. Okay, it's recognizing this truck, folks. So the autofocusing is working. It's got a box around the license plate. or light, whatever it's looking at. And this traffic is slow. I don't know what's going on here. In fact, the bus is driving faster than people are going. So some people are going to McDonald's. So if the guy shows up, I'll do some content later tonight with him, introducing him, and see if we can collaborate on some things. He still may be working, all right? This is a street I usually make a left on. So the camera store is coming up. I will see you later. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.